Alright, this is probably going to be my last game for the night. I've had 2 wins and a draw so far, I believe. Two games is white, 3 games is white now, and 1 is black. We get a French, play the advance. It's my first time seeing this variation. I'm going to kind of turn this into like a Queen's Gambit sort of thing. Interesting. Wasn't expecting any of that. Let's just develop the bishop. And I'll develop the knight after. If he takes, then I'm going to recapture, developing. Well, once his knight moves, I'm going to do that. Presumably his knight will move. Maybe not. If his knight moves, I need to be careful about this forking my pieces. If he defends that square, I'm going to need to move one of my pieces. Okay. It's kind of annoying. Let's just drop back. I don't have to worry about this fork anymore. He plays here, okay, he plays there. I really don't know what you're supposed to do in this kind of position. I guess I'll just develop this knight. Okay, now I need to move this knight. Let's move it here. Threatening to go here. And I just blundered. No, wait, we're good. We're good. I saw it the entire time. I need to be very careful here. He's thinking for a while. He needs to be very careful too. There's a lot of stuff going on in this position. So I'm thinking, depending on what he does, some candidate moves or takes, and then I have a check here, but it's really not that useful. He just like develops one of his pieces, so I'm not super fond of that. Maybe develop the bishop here, and then castle, and okay. Interesting. So now I have takes with check, and you don't pick up this bishop, or maybe you do actually, because you're covering this square. So I think this is good. And if he doesn't recapture, I guess he could push. Yeah, so he does push. Okay, let's play here, I think. And just, you know, make sure that f2 square is as, you know, it's really locked down, nothing's going on. Oh wait, hold up. I also have knight here, hitting the queen and the bishop. And I don't think that the queen has a square. Oh no, she can come here and defend the bishop. I still think that's good though, because then I don't have to worry about this anymore. And I can play here and pressure, or even here. Didn't think about that check, not gonna lie. I guess let's drop this knight back. Or maybe this knight is better. Now the knights defend each other. Always good. Okay, this knight does not have a good square anymore. And that was a poor choice of me. Let's do this. If takes, 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 and if takes, takes. Now this threat isn't as worrisome. And I definitely want to get my bishop out here or here and then castle. And then I think we've got a pretty nice, we've got a passed pawn. His king's in the center and can't castle. I mean, this is looking pretty good. We'll be able to play rook c1 and have a nice attack. Okay, he's attacking this pawn. I don't want to give it to him, so let's just play queen here. I think that's fine. And then it also prepares doubling, which will be good. Probably want to play my bishop. Where do I want to play my bishop? He's attacking this pawn. I've got it defended. Let's play here, I suppose. It does kind of block my... It blocks my queen's path. Oh, okay, interesting. Wasn't expecting that. I don't know what to do here. I could trade queens. I think I'm going to do that since I have a good pass pawn. and I'm not dropping this pawn. If he takes and I take, I'm still defending it twice. I can still castle at any point. That shouldn't be a threat. Let's just castle. Huh. That was not what I was expecting. Let's play rook c1. I can get a discovered attack. Okay, I can't get a discovered attack. Let's play rook d1 and prepare to just shove this pawn down his throat. You can come like here or something, but then I just slide my rook up. Okay. Do I push the pawn? Let's think. He moves his knight away, just say here for fun. And then I come here and he just takes it. So that does not work. Right now it's perfectly well defended. He's got 2 attackers and I've got 1, 2, 3 defenders. So I think for now I just leave it there. And let's try and kick his knight away so I can take this pawn. He might come here. Let's play this anyways. Is this a good move? Probably not. Because he can just push and then I won't be able to take. I don't know how to win positions like these. Okay, where do I want to get my knight? Maybe here? That seems good. I'm behind on the clock again. I was ahead for a while. Damn, I guess I blundered because if I take this, then he takes. And he's up a pawn now. I guess I'll do it anyways. I can't play my rook here because his bishop covers it. Gets my knight out of danger and guards the square. His pawn. Alright, I think I'm playing to flag him or to try and get him to blunder some sort of knight fork. I don't like how I have this pawn positioned. That's not great. Because he can just play like this. And how do I defend it? That's a smart move. Because now I can't move my knight. gonna try and get my bishop on this diagonal. Ah, see, I did not think of that. And I don't have any checks. I can play here though, and if he takes with the pawn, oh no, I think I'm just fucked. Oh, okay. I think I'm still screwed though. I guess now I just try and do something with this pawn and make him waste a lot of time. I can also play, oh, I can play here. That kind of encourages him to attack this pawn though, so maybe that wasn't a good move. Can't take it. I can play here in a minute. Is that necessary? Maybe I just start walking my king up or something. I don't really know. Maybe I'll try and walk my king up, move this pawn forward, and then do something there. He's trying to come here. Or here, maybe? I don't know. Very low on time. These are not situations where I thrive. In fact, quite the opposite. I'm playing here no matter what he does. Unless he moves this pawn forward, but that would be dumb. Because I would just take it and have a passed pawn. I think he's preparing this. I'm not sure what he's doing. Fuck. I don't have enough time. Fuck. I forgot his bishop was covering that square. Alright, good game. That was a bad game for me. I had no idea what I was doing in this opening. Yeah, I mean already on move 5 I made an inaccuracy. The best was, it's unwilling to show me what the best was. c3. See, I thought about playing c3, but I thought that was bad because it blocked the square for my knight. Here I should have played takes. After queen takes, you just develop the knight. It's interesting. So that was the best move. That was a blunder because of here I was supposed to play knight takes. That makes sense. It's more forcing because I'm hitting the queen, and if he takes, then I take back with the queen and I win the bishop back. Yeah, I don't know, should I have seen that? Probably, because I did notice that if he took here, then I was winning the bishop. And so from there you just have to consider, like, this is just a more forcing version of the same thing, and you're up a pawn. So I should have thought of that. This was apparently still decent though. Here it just wants me to push the pawn. That's interesting. And what's the goal? Like, you're not going to promote it right then and there, are you? Oh, to get in there. But as soon as the rook moves out of the way and you move the queen, I mean, can't he just take like this? If he does that, you play knight e4. Then you take back the bishop. And the queen takes this knight. Interesting. So here I'm slightly winning still. I guess because of my passed pawn, perhaps. I should have played just a more casual bishop d3. I guess I could trade off here. And it prevents this move. Was the best to bring the bishop back? Yeah. Damn. I thought about doing that, but I didn't like takes, takes, takes. Apparently here I just castle, and I just say, like, you know, it doesn't matter that I'm down a pawn because black is underdeveloped and his king is really in danger. It wanted me to play here, and then when the knight moves away, I take this. That one I should have seen. I will freely admit that I should have seen that one. And here I was supposed to play the idea is if he goes king here, then I take the pawn and it's check, so I'm likely going to trade off a pair of minor pieces. Wow. Wants me to use the rook. I guess the king doesn't have many squares here. If I, after bishop check, he can't come here. Can't take. Could go here. I feel like most people would play here. In which case you play here. And then he's got to go here. And then I'm not sure what you do. Maybe you push this pawn. Anyways, instead I played my rook. So it's still here, it still wants me to go there. Still wanted me to do that, right? And does it still want me to play this? No. Now it wants me to do... I don't know what it wants me to do. I didn't understand what I did after he pushed though. Huh. A missed win. Oh, that always hurts. Here I should have played, because I thought I blundered after. I thought knight here was a blunder because now he's got two attackers on the pawn and I only have one defender. But this was actually the blunder because I was supposed to play what? I don't see it. Missed win. Huh. I don't know. I have no idea where the win is. Let's get a hint. Something with this rook. I was thinking maybe rook here. Oh, maybe you pin the knight. And now it's got nowhere to go. Because if it moves, and you take this, and there's nothing that can defend it. Oh wait, wouldn't you just play here? In which case I take it with my rook. Oh no, here I'd play knight c3. Okay, so I put another attacker, and now he has no way of defending it. And he still can't move the knight because I take the rook with check. Okay. Why is f4 the best? Because doesn't he still just play this? But now this is a blunder because I play knight, or f takes e5. And then if he plays here, I take with check, and then the king moves away, and I take with, not with check, but I'm hitting the knight and I'm threatening to promote. And he has no way of stopping it. Let's just see that in action. This king has to move. And then I would take here. And his knight now has to move. And then I'm going to promote, okay? And if instead he had played, if immediately he had played you still take, and if he takes, then you can just take back. So if he pushes, then you play bishop f4, really? And the idea is that if he plays this, you have knight d6. Oh, now you're defending the rook, I see. All right. I mean, at this point, I was down too much and down too much on the clock. Here I definitely should have played a4. No, interesting. I feel like playing a4 would have been really good here to block out his king, but I was just panicking because of time pressure. All right, well, I ended at 1356, which I think was up 1 point from where I started. So making progress.